Welcome to TopNotchers PH. This is 2022 updated Let Review questions with answers.
2022 Board Exam. General Education Course. 25 items might help you. Number 1. In the Pacific area, a storm is called blank. A. Hurricane. B. Typhoon. C. El Nino. D. La Nina. The correct answer is letter B. Number 2. Damage to DNA that is not repaired and then replicated can result in genetic disorders. A. Mutation. B. Embryology. C. Pathology. D. Speciation. The correct answer is letter A. Number 3. Which is true about lithosphere? A. Crust and upper mantle. B. Continents and crust. C. Crust and water on it. D. Crust and the core. The correct answer is letter A. Number 4. Which of the following is a heterotroph? A. Algae. B. Grasshopper. C. Fern. D. Moss. The correct answer is letter B. Number 5. Which is true of metalloids? A. Conduct heat and electricity less effectively than non-metal. B. Conduct heat and electricity better than metals. C. Conduct heat better than metals. D. Have properties of both metals and non-metals. The correct answer is letter D. Number 6. Blank is the philosophy of our folks during the pre-Hispanic days. A. Folktale. B. Folklore. C. Proverbs. D. Ordeal. The correct answer is letter B. Number 7. Right to life, liberty and genuine happiness is fundamental to A. Historical rights. B. Civil rights. C. Political rights. D. Constitutional rights. The correct answer is letter B. Number 8. What problem can result owing to bias among parents and the youth towards manual or technical occupations, example, masons, mechanics, plumbers, etc.? A. Boss mentality. B. White-collar mania. C. Blue-collar mania. D. Technocrat mind. The correct answer is letter C. Number 9. Who was the first man to circumnavigate the world? A. Ferdinand Magellan. B. Ruy Lopez de Villalobos. C. Enrique of Malacca. D. Sebastian Elcano. The correct answer is letter D. Number 10. The third and the last military governor of the Philippines was A. General Arthur MacArthur. B. General Wesley Merritt. C. General Elwell Otis. D. General Douglas MacArthur. The correct answer is letter A. Number 11. What caused the fury of Filipinos during the ruthless reign of Governor General Rafael Izquierdo? A. Demolition of Masonic sites. B. Execution of Dr. Jose Rizal. C. Execution of Gomburza. D. Uncovering the propaganda movement. The correct answer is letter C. Number 12. Who's rejected Aguinaldo as president? A. Acte de Katipunan. B. Acte de Tejeros. C. Acte de Malolos. D. Acte de Propaganda. The correct answer is letter B. Number 13. In the 19th century, the new blank spring, the leaders of the propaganda which sowed the seeds of the Philippine Revolution. A. Upper class. B. Middle class. C. Lower class. D. First class. The correct answer is letter B. Number 14. Spanish educational degree 1863 provides blank. A. High school secondary education. B. Primary education. C. Tertiary education. D. Free education. The correct answer is letter B. Primary education. Number 15. Which Katipunan member commuted from Cavite to Manila to buy materials used to make ammunitions? A. Teresa Magbanua. B. Teodora Alonso. C. Trinidad Texon. D. Agueda Esteban. The correct answer is letter D. Number 16. The term, Philocratia, which refers to the hidden control and domination of the religious leaders on the colonial government, was given by A. Apolinario Mabini. B. Graciano Lopez Haina. C. Marcelo del Pilar. D. Jose Rizal. The correct answer is C. Number 17. What is meant by Rizal to the Philippines and to the world? Rizal chose peaceful movements to fight Spain. Rizal is a model of blank. A. Rebellion. B. Non-violence. C. Armed struggle. D. Subservience. The correct answer is letter B. Number 18. He is the Speaker of the Philippine Assembly. A. Emilio Aguinaldo. B. Manuel Quezon. C. Elpidio Quirino. D. Sergio Osmeña. The correct answer is letter D. Number 19. During the 17th hanggang 18th century Hispanic era, what was the highest post a native or Chinese mestizo can attain at the municipal level, equivalent to local bureaucrats namely the mayors today? A. Gobernadorcillo. B. Tenientes de Justicia. C. Cabeza de Barangay. D. Directorcillo. The correct answer is letter A. Number 20. What is the overriding principle that calls to the impeachment of impeachable officials such as the President according to the Philippine Constitution? A. Corruption. B. Nepotism. C. Loss of public trust. D. Hidden wealth. The correct answer is letter C. Number 21. Ibigay ang salin ng A stitch in time saves 9. A. Maagap. B. Eksaherado. C. Balewala. D. Magtipid. The correct answer is letter A. Number 22. Mahaba ang pahayag ni Socrates kaya kailangan yung mahalaga na lamang ang dapat na mabasa kaya gumamit siya ng A. Synthesis. B. Abstract. C. Direktang city. D. Ellipsis. The correct answer is letter D. Number 23. Ang bantas na palugit ay ginagamit sa patlang. A. Komunikasyong di pasalita. B. Pagsulat na pahayag. C. Pagbigkas na pahayag. D. Pagsama ng pagsulat at pagbigkas na pahayag. The correct answer is letter B. Number 24. Tumutulong ito sa mga salitang nakapag-iisa at may kahukugan. Kilala rin itong salitang ugat. A. Paglulapit. B. Di malayang ponema. C. Malayang ponema. D. Morponemang leksik. The correct answer is letter D. Number 25. Blank, ang katiwaliang ginagawa ng opisyal ng gobyerno na paggamit ng pera ng bayan para sa pansariling kapakanan. A. Paglustay. B. Pagnanakaw. C. Pang-aabuso. D. Panloloko. The correct answer is letter A. Paglustay.
Before this video ends, I just want to give you 4 very crucial things to remember. This is very effective not only for test taking but applicable also for lifelong use. Here's the mnemonic, GOAL, letter G for God. God is our provider and nothing is impossible with Him. So don't forget to pray. Letter O4. Overthinking. A for avoid. You must avoid overthinking because this can make you feel uncomfortable during the test. Remember, study smartly not hardly. And the last letter is letter L. L for Laban Lang. Just think that there are so many people who praise and believe you. No matter what happens, you must look at the people who trust you, say I can. No, you must. I know you can do it. Thank you for watching.